Breakfast.
Good morning and welcome to News Talk Breakfast with me, Ivan Yates, and Chris Donoghue.
Thanks, Ivan. All eyes on Brussels this morning. But first, let's get news headlines with Cathy Madden.
Good morning. The Finance Minister will meet the EU Commissioner, who's responsible for the approval of...
16 people came to Dublin in search of a job. They've come to battle it out to be Bill Collins' apprentice.
You guys and girls are the generation that grew up as Celtic Tiger cubs, and that era is over.
One of Ireland's most successful businessmen, self-made multimillionaire and inner-city boy done good. He's offering the successful candidate a six-figure salary.
It was disrespectful. It was abuse.
To get the job, they'll have to work and live together for 13 relentless weeks, each week facing a tough business task.
There is no strategy involved here.
There is strategy and there is relationships being involved in this room.
This is the ultimate job interview.
You are fired. You are fired. You're fired.
Last week on The Apprentice,
This is a huge assignment.
Bill tasked the teams with devising a menu for Unislim and a complimentary radio ad on behalf of Today
I'm
FM.
wondering if we could slice out a 10-second piece.
However, Elevate's project manager David failed to inspire.
The man who made the biggest mistake was the man who led the whole team here today. So, David, you are fired.
And he became the second casualty of the boardroom.
Hello?
Good morning, Panos. Jane here. It is currently 5:30. You have half an hour before your cars arrive. Bill would like you to meet him in the city at 6:45. Don't be late.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jane. Guys, wake up! The cars are gonna be here in half an hour. Everyone is awake? Yeah.
I think I know where we're going. It's completely wrong.
Completely wrong. Imagine Bill went, I'd just like to say good morning. Go back to bed now.
Oh.
The candidates arrive at Bill's designated location, Abbottstown, on the west side of the city.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, Bill.
Welcome to the National Aquatic Centre here in Abbottstown. Last week, we tested your creativity and time management by putting a huge amount on your plate. This week, I want to see, have you learned from your mistakes? So to give you your task this morning, we have with us Mairead Golden, who is the Lucasade Group Product Manager with GlaxoSmithKline. Mairead.
Thank you, Bill, and good morning, candidates.
Good morning, Mairead.
This week, Lucasade Sport is setting you a challenging marketing task. We have recently launched an exciting new product called Lucasade Sport Lite. It has been specially formulated to help you get more from your workout. This week's task for both teams is to design a billboard campaign for Lucasade Sport Lite. The billboard should be eye-catching, contemporary, and most importantly, should clearly communicate our key message that Lucasade Sport Lite improves your workout with only 50 calories per bottle. The target audience for this campaign are male and female adults who participate in regular exercise. We will be judging both teams on their originality, visual impact and communication of key message. We hope you really enjoy this opportunity and the very best of luck to you all.
Well, I think the key to your success in this task is originality. Making a new and distinctive noise in a busy marketing environment. So to help you be original, I'm going to freshen things up a bit. So I want Kieran, Ciara and Jamie to move to Fusion. And from Fusion I want Sarah, Michelle and Niamh MacDonald to move to Elevate. And now, just to add a little test on my own, I'm going to appoint Caroline as the project manager for Fusion. And over here, I'm going to appoint Panos as project manager for Elevate. Out of everyone here, you two have been staying below the radar screen. Brian will follow Fusion, and Jackie will follow Elevate. So make it happen, because the next time I see you will be in my boardroom, when one of you will be fired.
The second that Bill said, and Caroline, I actually just like, I could have a heart attack.
Bill's chosen PM for Team Fusion is Caroline McHugh, a 27-year-old solicitor from Roscommon.
I didn't apply for this to fail. I've never failed an exam or a test in my life, and I definitely don't intend on starting now.
Oh, I can't wait for you to PM us. You're going to be brilliant. I know you're going to whip us into shape. Yeah.
PM for Elevate is Panos Zambatakis, a 34-year-old Greek national who moved to Ireland a little over a year ago.
I can't stand moaners. Just roll up your sleeves and do the work. If you're here and you moan about a task, just walk out the door.
They now have 48 hours to create their billboards. To help them, they have each been given a photographer, access to models and a graphic designer. They must finalise their designs by 5 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm not going to sleep, I'm just closing my eyes thinking, that's the way I think. What about doing something like completely different? Like, you know, if you put water into the roots, it grows so much. If you put, you know, Lucozade into the roots, it goes bigger. I'm just trying to think somewhere different. Maybe not necessarily use people. If you could have the roots, you could have an arm coming out of one, like a, you know, and make it look like a man's arm, and one, you know, I don't know.
The teams now arrive at their workrooms and must come up with a concept that they can pitch to the marketing team of GlaxoSmithKline, the company behind Lucozade Sport Light. They will decide which team has best understood the brief.
Okay, guys, welcome back, Kira.
Great, thank you.
Welcome to Fusion Boys.
Caroline starts her day by dividing the team in two. One group on print and the other on photography.
What, anyone here with a marketing background, or what is each?
Well, I've a lot of print media experience, so...
Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff, yeah, okay. Well, we put Kieran down with Team 1.
I think Caroline's a great girl. I don't think the fact that we're friendly will change anything here. I think that, if anything, I'm just going to work that bit harder, you know, to really help her out here. And Jamie's the exact same. The three of us are quite cliquey, you know, in the house, and I'd like to pull together and win this.
I would think I'd like to be involved in Team 1, I think.
Personally, I would think it's important for you to be
there.
there.
I would as well. I want to kind of to be there with the graphic designer on the day, because I want to be there with during the development of process of the actual ad.
So PM, do you want to do that?
Okay, it's going to be somebody on Team 2. Is anyone confident they want to stand up, or do you want to leave it in my hands?
Like I'm quite happy, and I think we'll work well together, so that's fine.
I think it was an excellent choice that Caroline was chosen as PM for this task, because she has hidden in the background. I'd like to see Caroline gone, but at the same time I don't want to see my team losing.
On the other team, Elevate, it's straight down to brainstorming.
If you had an individual, let's say, I was just thinking kind of mad here, right, and she's footstepping across water. So she should lie on her feet going across this water. She's not sinking because she's got that strength.
I like it. I think it's really good.
From Cork, 28-year-old event organiser Dave Cashman has an idea about incorporating Brazilian martial art, capoeira, into their campaign.
Because it really shows dynamic, and it shows cutting edge, and it shows exercise.
That's the thing. I'm a stickler on the violence. I think that's just going to be... It's
Barry, can we just address that issue now, and we can have a look at it?
Can
you show Barry a few pictures of the capoeira so he sees that it's not...
I don't know.
Oh, no, that's nice. Have a look at this.
I have no problem casting for this, okay?
Yeah. Can we just make a decision? Are we going with running? Or are we going with capoeira?
Well, which would you do, David?
I'm on the capoeira.
I have to say, let's not move, because we have great ideas, and what we do is like we'll move to the next one.
Do you want really controversial? Water's for wimps.
Water's for wimps. That's brilliant.
One guy drinking water.
Sorry?
Water's for wimps.
Water's for wimps. Water's for wimps.
One guy drinking...
No, you cannot, because you're actually slagging off water.
I don't know if wimps is the right word that they want to associate with their brand.
Do you mean like
I mean, you could have it like one guy would be pretty fit, like really, really fit, and he'd be kind of working out on the billboard or wherever it was. And then there's another guy, and he's just not fit.
Barry, I'm sorry, but for that sake, I think I'm pretty sure that I don't want it. And we have 15 minutes more for this, so we don't need to argue if many people have many concerns.
I'm a little frustrated. You know, we have to be innovative, and at the moment, we're not. you know.
So the one with the wimps, is it out?
No way.
But I like the idea of it.
I don't think it should be out.
The only way they can save this is if the other team come up with an even worse disaster. That's the only way.
11 a.m. and Team Fusion are getting down to trying to visualise their billboard.
You know, or a girl or whatever that's just coming in after doing their workout, they're sitting on the washing machine and they're actually using this as their washing powder as such, because it, you know, it's so...
I think that would be too confusing.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit confusing, yeah.
The idea that I was thinking of was, so you would have like a girl maybe like in a red lingerie or whatever, lying on the bed waiting for a boyfriend or a partner or whatever, and he's outside the door and he'd be holding the bottle of Lucozade Light and drinking it and kind of like giving a wink at the camera, and then he has get the most out of your workout with Lucozade Light, only 50 calories, kind of at the bottom of it.
Only thing is, it doesn't...
It's a little bit too
provocative.
I'm wary about it.
Actually, hold on. No one's ever discussed office coolers.
I'm just saying the bottle. You're not. Are you saying the bottle one?
No, I'm going away from that again. Just 1 second. I think that the idea here is we need to show a source of water that people will instantly identify as that's water.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We've had an idea where we want to kind of go to a sexual innuendo, you know, to show that people would be on Lucozade instead of water. But just as we were about to kind of close on that idea, I just had the notion that, you know, a source of water is often a water cooler. I hope that we can develop that further and turn it into something, you know, really eye-catching.
We put a camel in the queue with the people, and the camel is queuing up for the light instead of the water.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is
I love
very
it.
powerful.
That's actually very, very
That's very good.
But why would a camel be in a gym?
But it doesn't matter. It's just the nearest water cooler that he could find.
Obviously, there's a direct link between water and camels, and the whole idea of the ad is to identify the benefits of Lucozade Sport Light and water. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing if we can get a picture of a real camel. So we're on the phone to Dublin Zoo, and there's also a couple of circuses around, but it could be turned into a circus ourselves now.
Fusion's concept is decided on, and they start to search the city for a camel. However, over in Team Elevate's room, tempers are starting to fray.
Can we just stop the meeting for 2 minutes? Because what we're running into tension, and it's just building up. We have 2-3 ideas, we vote on those, and we're not going to think about it again. That's it. The capoeira, and the other was
running on water.
Guys, which one stands out for you, Michelle?
Last couple.
Barry?
I like the idea of that, but I think it should be more
Barry,
sport-related.
we are actually doing something very specific just now. One of the ideas that you have is in there.
None of my ideas are on the board.
Okay, which one was...
Barry does seem very frustrated today. I do feel he was coming up with a lot of ideas. I just don't think they tied into the overall concept that ultimately the team came up with. But I guess you have to present it and voice it in an appropriate manner for it to be taken on board by both project manager and the team.
Looking at previous ads, right? Guinness do sports ads with GEA. They are epic. They are just... Their advertising department is fantastic.
I know. Give me the idea.
The reason I think everyone's getting just a little bit kind of like this is we are running out of time. I absolutely think, I love those ads that you're talking about. So we need to be original, so we can't copy them. So what's your idea for an ad?
If you present your best idea, if you want an idea...
My best idea is water for Wims. And if that's gone, that's gone.
Okay, we'll add it up
Waters
there.
for
Put it
Wims.
up there and we can vote on it.
Do a vote, John.
Barry is difficult to work with at times. So that's the thing that is very difficult for me, because I don't want to be very authoritative towards him and tell him to be silent. But I do need from him to be a little bit more positive. So I was a bit frustrated, but I think I tried to hold my nerves.
I want to win this task, and I want to make sure we win.
But I understand, but you know what my problem with you is? And I have a slight one. You're just saying that you don't like it, don't like it, don't
I'm
like
not
something.
saying I like all of this.
Can you let me finish?
I like all of this. I like all of it.
No, you don't.
No, I do. Listen to me. I like all of it. I'm not here to make it. I'm just here to win.
I know, but that's what everybody wants.
Okay.
But just give me... If you don't like something, I do appreciate it.
Okay, but just know...
Bring me something else.
Okay, I will.
Because just by making me feel bad because there's
I'm
nothing
not trying
good...
to make you feel bad, mate. Honestly, give me some love.
It's okay.
We still don't have a concept finalised, and that was supposed to be finished, I think, at 1:30 or 2 o'clock. I don't really know what's going on. Like, it's all just a bit crazy at the moment, and we really need this decision to be made, but now things have just literally gone into mayhem. I've never worked in a team like it.
Are you okay? Because I see you a little bit uncomfortable.
I'm just a little. I'm very uncomfortable because I think that we were supposed to have our decision made by 2 o'clock.
So let's get one concept
We need to get the positivity back
perfected instead of working off 2 and doing neither. Right, so what concept are we going with, and let's all start loving the concept and making it good.
It's the running on water, and let's work with that.
Okay. 3:50 p.m. Elevate finally and half-heartedly agree on a running on water concept. Time now for Niamh to call and book models.
Hi Claudine, I'm just wondering how much of a broad range could we go with for your casting, or do you need us to narrow it down quite specifically at this point?
Well, we can give you like about 5 options of each age group, do you know what I mean? 5 in the 20s.